Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at their thoughts about you right now. We have 4 piles here. You choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. We have like a light blue themed crystals for the throat chakra, what their thoughts and what they want to communicate to you are. I just want to say thank you so much for sending me good vibes. What's been going on with me. I don't like to share too much. I don't like tarot card readers who share too much, but I don't like tarot card readers who don't share anything at all. And that's just in general people content I watch, lectures I listen to. Like a little bit's good, too much is too much, but I felt it was like an appropriate time to share. I never do when anyone else passes away in my family or I'm going through like a weird time like that. Very difficult. I keep it to myself and I just keep my head down and work, but I want to connect more to people, like-minded souls. So I like sharing once in a while. I like it when you share, so it's only appropriate to reciprocate, right? So thank you so much for your well wishes and your good vibes and your prayers and your lovely thoughts and comments. It means so much to me. And with that, I hope you enjoy this reading and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 8 with the blue Aragonite. Looking at their thoughts about you. I liked the format of my last reading, so I'm doing something similar except with thoughts instead of feelings. Okay, so what are the thoughts about you right now? Wheel of Fortune. Okay, on the nose I'm getting. Okay, so I'm getting this feeling that you're so aligned. Both of you are so aligned, at least in your thoughts, with the direction of your life, of your love life, and your life in general, that beautiful things are about to happen for the two of you. And you might know this because you're getting like little things go wrong, little bumps in the middle of the night kind of thing. I'm hearing a little bit, it might be a little bit creepy, lights flickering, or just feeling like little bad things that happen and feeling ominous about those little bumps and noises. And it's just because you're so aligned with your highest and best path and in your love life that there are some negative energies that are trying to deter you. So your thoughts are good, your person's thoughts are good, beautiful pile 8, so don't let it deter you. Page of Cups. They're going to tell you this. They're going to tell you this sooner rather than later. It's going to start in a small way. They're going to tell you, hey, I think we should do this, or I have this idea about living this kind of life or lifestyle, or moving our connection in this direction. Or if this is a new person coming in, you're about to meet them soon. If this is a returning person, they're going to return in a surprising way, but in an unexpected way. Small way at first. And like, it's surprising, but it doesn't seem like anything big is going to come from it. Same with if you've been dating for a short period of time or for a long period of time. They're going to come to you and it's going to seem intriguing, exciting. But I'm getting neither of you know how big this opportunity is for the two of you. Wow. So your thoughts. 5 of Cups. Yeah, because I feel like you're like, okay, we've seen this before. We set our hopes high. We have a goal in mind, a focus, a project, a wish, a dream, and then it goes nowhere. So it's like, maybe you've seen this from the same person, or if this is a new person, maybe you've seen this before in your life where you're like, okay, like I don't want to get my hopes so high anymore because like I know I've seen people talk about it but not follow through, or they might follow through but not finish the project, or follow it all the way through. And so you're like, okay, here we go again. Here's this another cycle. But the Spirit is saying, like, this is a different cycle. This is different. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a wish granted in the physical. Because I feel like it's never gotten off. Like, you may have had talks about this with this person or past people, past romantic interests before, and it's like never fully formed in the physical. You might have had some luck here and there, but this Spirit is saying, no, this is going to manifest in the physical fully. Oh, wow. Now I'm intrigued. What is this? So what are their thoughts? Stop. They're trying to get you to stop. Trying to get you to stop what? I think we should slow down. Okay. So I feel like there's been a lot of work. Like I'm seeing working maybe in your career or working on other things, helping other people, something like that. You've been working a lot. Both of you have been working a lot, and they're like, I think we should take a step back, slow down, and really think this through, really form this manifestation, let it bring it to fruition. Like, they were like, let's really take the time to scissors, disappointment in some affairs. Yeah, let's take the time to cut things out of our lives. Let's really take the time to kind of figure out what has been going right and what has been going wrong. So they have this idea. It's a small idea, but it could be something big. If you have been in little to no communication, it could be something like opening the doors to more communication, to seeing each other again, to going on a date, to catching up. It's like, this could lead somewhere, you know? Same if this is something new, it's like, okay, like, you know, how about we give this a shot? It'd be nice to be friends with you, but I gotta tell you, I like you. I have a good feeling about this, good vibes. My gut instinct is telling me that there's something here. Let's give it a shot. Let's start from romance, not friendship. Would you want to take a shot with me? And if this is a relationship, you're already in a long-term or short-term relationship with this person, they're like, let's really slow things down. And, I have an idea. I have an idea of what we can do, but in order to do it, we're going to have to cut some things out of our lives. Like, how about we do it? How about we stop what we're doing and get rid of the things that are preventing us from living this dream or taking steps towards that dream? I feel like your person is a little hesitant, Pile 8, because you are. I feel like you're a little bit hesitant because you have some doubts. And although they're pushing this forward, they're bringing this idea to you, they're feeling a little bit of your hesitation. And it's making them kind of like second guess, and they're more careful with their words. They're even speaking a little bit slowly. To be like, this isn't crazy, right? This is like, you don't think I'm crazy, like, for bringing up this idea and really taking it seriously, do you? Like, so that's like their energy. Their words are speaking slowly. It's like, okay, so how about we do this? But they're looking at you with like wide eyes, like, wait, you're on board, right? Like, you don't think I'm crazy, right? And it's just your energy is giving off kind of like, I don't know, you're saying all this, but, is it gonna happen? Ring. Oh my goodness. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. Yeah, okay, so this is a big thing. So this is why they're like, okay, let's slow down. Like, I think we should get married, or I think we should level up our connection, or I think we should take this step for our relationship, or I think we should partner up for this big project, or this big undertaking, or this big soul mission, or this big business. And they're like, I think we should really take some time to think about this. And we should slow down some of these other things that are getting in the way of us thinking about. It's really one of those moments in life where you take a pause and you're like, hey, wait, are we doing what we want to do in life? Okay, well, we want to work together, okay, either romantically or in another way, in another capacity, or both, it depends on your situation. Like, how about we just take some time to, take some, like, work less hours, maybe not hang out on the weekend as much or after work as much, and just really take some time and effort to kind of put into this, like a potential plan for our future. They're serious. They're really like, hey, let's like, I'll stop, hanging out with my friends so much or working so much if it means putting energies and hours into this instead. Wow. Okay, so your thoughts, passion, they come out in reverse. So they're bringing this to you with a lot of passion. A lot of red here. They're ready to manifest big things. And that's what like surprises you, because like maybe you are a dreamer, maybe you've dated dreamers or have friends that are dreamers, family members, people who are close to you that are dreamers, people you work with, and it's just like, okay, like it's nice to have dreams, but not everyone's a go-getter that can go after their dreams, so it's like you have to be with someone who's a dreamer and also practical or something like that. And you're like, I don't know, you don't know about this person. For some of you, this is a new thing or a returning thing, so you don't really know them as well yet, well enough to know if they would be able to kind of follow through on a big plan like this. And for those of you already in a relationship with this person, whether it's long term or short, it's kind of like you're surprised and you're interested because they have so much passion behind what they're saying. But I feel like you need more information. That's it. Yeah, nah, came out in reverse and face down. So you're like, I feel like it's the opposite. Like, at first you're like, I don't know, I don't think so. And then you're slowly like, okay, actually, yeah. Because like the more they're talking about it, the more you're like, okay, they're being serious. And you're like, actually, this sounds like a good idea. I think this idea seems like kind of crazy to you at first. Maybe you love it, but you're not sure about the execution. You're not sure if they're able to do that, if you're able to do that. If you're both kind of on the same page about this new goal, if you see it the same way kind of thing. But the more they're talking about it, the more you're getting into it. You're like, oh my goodness, yeah, actually, this is what I'm like all about. This is what I'm like down for. Like, this sounds great. Oh. Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Yeah, so I feel like it's one of those things like you've seen it before. It might have been not like even a past interest, but maybe in yourself, like you had these wild dreams before and you're like, time for wild dreams is behind me, or making like big life moves like this is behind me. Like you might be more complacent with your romantic status or your career status or your lifestyle, kind of where things are in life right now. So you're not willing, you're like not willing to take a risk as much as you might have been just like 5 a decade ago, whatever. So, but the more they keep talking about it, the more you're kind of like, actually, yeah, this is actually sounds really good. Okay. Imbalance, a point of tension, a power struggle, opposition. Okay. So yeah, at first they think you're opposed to it, and then they get really discouraged because they don't understand where you're coming from. They're like, I thought you would like this. I thought this would be great for us. I'm doing this for us. on different levels, not just romantically, but out of like, the work we would do together in life. So they get kind of discouraged and put off a little bit because you're kind of like, I don't know, but you have your reasons. A fiery climax approaches, and this bring love into the situation. Yeah, so I feel like it gets a little bit heated, not gonna lie. Rainbow. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Okay, so I feel like this is one of those situations where it might have been the two of you. It might have been something that there was a point of contention between the two of you before. It might have been an idea you had, but they weren't on board. And now they have the idea, or the same idea, similar idea, and now you're not on board. It's a point of contention because it's a huge risk, and both of you are at a place where, like, should we be taking a risk right now? But I feel like the more that they kind of talk about it, like, you can see plainly on their face that they're very serious about this. They're kind of heartbroken when you're kind of not sure about it at first, and they're trying to be like save face, but they're kind of like really upset, throwing a little bit of a tantrum internally, and it's coming out in weird ways. But I feel like after this, if you guys can get through this slight disagreement, it's not even that bad. You get a wish granted. Wow. Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. I feel like you're too... You're too smart to pass up on a good opportunity like this. You're very intuitive. You would know how to get this kind of project done. So it could be like a wedding, a marriage. It could be starting a business or continuing another business. It could even be like getting someone else married. They could be asking like, oh yeah, my younger sibling needs to get married. I want to kind of help them out. Would you be able to help them out? And you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take on that kind of big responsibility, or maybe their kid, or, their niece, nephew, or your niece and nephew. I feel like it's more on their side. But I feel like it's more, for most people, it's like your own wedding between the two of you. And for others, if you're already in a relationship, it's probably like a business or something. Could be a second wedding, but for most of you, it's like those two, marriage or business. I feel like the two of you are very content or okay with where things are right now. So it's surprising to you that they want to take this kind of risk, but they're very passionate about it. And they bring it up so casually, you don't know how important it is to them, but it's very important to them. And I think the more they speak and react and talk to you about it and kind of give you all the details behind it, and the more you kind of get into it, you get more into it too, and you start getting excited, and you're like, this is something I wanted. I can definitely pull it off. You're definitely smart enough. You have all the resources, or you know where to find certain resources. And you're curious. At the bottom of it, this is something you've always probably wanted to try out or do in your life. And you're kind of surprised that your person wants to do it too at this time. Look at the bigger picture, yeah. I think Spirit's like, okay, well, have faith in your dreams. Spirit's like, when are you going to get a chance like this again? An opportunity to go after your dreams. I think this is the thing. I think you have wanted to do this, or you thought about doing this, whatever this dream is that they bring up, and you're kind of like a little upset that like they're bringing it up and you're not, because like you might have brought it up before and they passed on it, or they weren't so into it, and now they're bringing it up and you're like, I have to get enthusiastic about this idea, but you weren't like, so you weren't such a good cheerleader when I brought it up the first time, or something like that. Or you also tried to do this on your own or with other people in the past and it didn't really fully work out. So when your person is bringing it up to you now, pile 8, you're kind of like, you're like, you know, like a little, you have a bit of a defeatist attitude about it from in the beginning, a little doubt, a little feeling like, you know, you've tried this before. You're a little pessimistic about it. You just had to like dust off your shoulder and like try again, kind of thing. And I feel like Spirit's saying here, like, have faith in your dreams, look at the bigger picture. You're a very curious person, you're a very smart person, like you should use your skills and abilities. Like this is a very important milestone in your relationship, whether it's a wedding or business or both. I feel like it's all connected for the two of you. I feel like you spend a lot of time with your partner, that it might be in multiple ways. Both of you might be involved in multiple life things together rather than just a relationship. You might be in, like, you know, into helping people, some charities, some nonprofits, some businesses, some activities, some hobbies, similar creative projects and stuff. So I feel like the two of you have more than one thing in common. So you two like being around each other and working on different things together. So I feel like, yeah, it's romantic and business or whatever, but romantic and some sort of project or activity. Maybe you've been waiting for so long that you kind of don't even care about it anymore, or don't even want it anymore. And then your person comes back and you're like, now you're bringing it up when I finally got over the fact that I might not have this in my life, you know? So something like that. But I mean, like, good for you, Pale. Like, you manifested it. Because, like, it's right then, right? Right when you finally don't want it anymore, that, like, it happens for you, right? So Spirit is saying, like, this is a good opportunity. I feel like for most people, this is someone that's already in your life, or it's going to, when they come into your life, it's kind of like automatic that, yeah, this is the one, this is the person I'm going to have a long-term committed relationship with. Do multiple, you know, do multiple projects or businesses, or have multiple goals with, from different areas and different interests and different passions together. So it's a good time to kind of slow down and kind of figure this out. I think things will move along pretty quickly, more quickly than both of you expect. And it's just because you're both excited for it and really want it. And, you know, it might just come out of both of you, because I feel like both of you have kind of suppressed whatever this is, this dream, this desire, this passion project, and it's coming out now. And so once you kind of unleash it, it will be like hard to stop. So very exciting for you, Pile A. I wish you all the best. I really appreciate a like or comment if this resonated it to you, if you liked it, or if you just want to support me in my light work. I really appreciate that. You know, I pay it forward. So thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful Pile 9 with Celestite. Looking at their thoughts of you. I like the format of the last reading I did, so I'm doing something similar, but I'm doing thoughts instead of feelings here. So what are their thoughts about you? Fool card. Okay, wow. Okay, there's a lot of excitement here, burst of energy. This could be the start of something new. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a new connection, a returning connection, or if you're already in a relationship, whether it's short-term or long-term, it's something new starting between the two of you. It's very exciting. They're like, I mean, over the moon about it. They can't wait for it. This is like a butterfly in the stomach feeling, and this is something that's happened very recently, so the past few days or something like that. 7 of Swords. Typically, the Seven of Swords denotes like needs more information. Some people find it as deceit, but because this is something new, I think it's something more that's like needs more information. You're trying to figure things out. You might not know everything about this situation or this person yet. So I'm definitely feeling a little bit more like they're excited to get to know you better, or to know the situation, or to move forward in the situation. It's very exciting. They want to know more information. They want to know you better. Okay. But you, 4 Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting for some of you, you're kind of like a little bit protective of your energies at first, but you kind of, it's because you feel right away that there's a good balance between the two of you, that there's something special here, and this could be a good foundation for something more. So you even feel like this is a good foundation. There's a potential to build something more on top. They feel it too with the Fool card, like, hey, this is the start of something special. I can feel it. So you're a little bit more grounded and protective of it, and protective of yourself. So you might be more coming out of a place of, hey, I've had situations in the past where I didn't take care of my energies well enough in the beginning, didn't look out for more of these practical red flags, green flags, and I had to be careful to protect my energies, but I also want to make sure everything's stable and secure before, building the next layer. Whereas they're more kind of free-flowing, more in the moment. They're excited for love, and they're open to love, and they're more carefree about it. 7 of Cups. Okay, so we have the 2 sevens there. Both of you recognize immediately, like, this is the right path. We're on the right path. Like, we were meant to meet. We were meant to, get to know each other, meet each other, be together at this time. So both of you feel it immediately, or just like recently something has changed where both of you feel like, okay, this is something that has potential. This is something that's real. I'm getting this is more for people who just newly met someone, is about to meet someone, or getting more serious about each other. Okay. So that's some other thoughts they have about you. Protection, yeah. See, I feel like they pick up on your energy and they realize that you're being a little bit guarded. And so they want to show you that it's okay, it's safe to be around them. They'll go at your pace. You don't need to worry about them because they feel it right off the bat. Like they might be more carefree and open and ready to love, but they notice that you're being a little bit like holding yourself back a little. And so they want you to feel more comfortable, and they will go the extra mile to show you like, hey, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to play by your rules. We're going to figure this out together. We can hold hands. I'll hold your hand. Like, you don't have to be like nervous around me, scared around me. Like, I will make sure you're protected through this whole thing, even from me. Yeah, you are right. It came up face down. So I'm getting that they're following your lead because they're realizing, hey, you might be ready for a relationship and they might be ready for a relationship, but you might be not coming from the same place. And so you don't have to even say anything. This is just understood by your energies, by your stories, your conversations that you two are exchanging right now. That's why they want to know more information about you, because they're like, I'm getting this energy that you're ready for a relationship, but you're being a little bit protective. So you might have your reasons. And you know what? I'm going to follow your lead and try to find out more information from you to see, how you'd like to proceed. Caution, yeah. I'm hearing you put up the red tape. So your guard is up. You might even say to them like, hey, I just got out of a relationship, or I just got out of a tough situation, or, I'm willing to date, but I don't know how much I can fit into my schedule right now, or how much I can take on. Like you're like warning them like, hey, like, just to let you know, like, I like you and I would like to move forward with this, but I might have new information that comes up that I don't even know about, like that I'm discovering about me and my situation right now. So they like that you're upfront. They like that you told them right away. And they like you so much that they're like willing to go along with however you want to do things. I still don't have all the answers. Yeah, like they're like, and it came out face down, so they're like, you know what? Like, this is implied. Like, a lot of this conversation that's going on is like you two are talking about things in the physical, like in real life, like having communication, learning things about each other, exchanging stories. If you two already know each other, it's like just kind of catching up kind of thing, but kind of letting the other person know, like, without telling them straight up that, like, oh, okay, like, I have this work thing going on, I have this financial situation, this family situation, this health situation, past relationship situation. Like, it's kind of like telling them without telling them. And so they're like, okay, you know what, you're right, I don't have all the answers, I want to learn more, I want to make sure you feel comfortable and protected, thank you for giving me the warning signs, like, thank you for warning me, thank you for telling me up front, kind of thing. And this is all energy. This is the exchange that's happening between the two of you energetically. Okay. Now, so what else do they think about you? Chiron, hurt and heal, and it came out in reverse. So they can definitely pick up your energy because that came out in reverse. Like, I feel like it's like your energy telling them, like, I've been hurt and I'm healing, or I just came out of a healing period, or something like that. They can definitely pick it up from you, but they like you. So weird. A time for healing? Are you kidding me? Yeah. So they feel all this like healing energy. Let's see. Wreath. Sorrow over a loss. Okay, it's your energy to them. So yeah, you're definitely grieving, or you're coming out of like a dark night of the soul, or a difficult time in your life, and they definitely sense it. You might tell them straight up what it is, but like, you're definitely coming out of a sadness and a feeling of loss, a tough time, and you let them know that. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. So I have some wind chimes right here, so I went to go play it with the wind chimes card. Yeah, peace and harmony. I feel like you're in a really good place though. Otherwise, the two of you wouldn't have met, or this opportunity wouldn't have come up for the two of you right now. You're in a good place now, but it's not like this was so long ago. Like, that's why I was feeling like, I'm like, I think you completed the tough time. Like, you go through the tough time, and while you're going through the tough time, you're just trying to survive and get through it. And then after the tough time, you kind of take some time to kind of heal. And yeah, it might come up again in cycles in the near future, and seasons and cycles and years. But the main healing is done right after, usually, for most people, unless it's very traumatic. So I feel like you went through the tough time, and then you took some time to kind of heal, to process, and you just finished the healing and processing part. And so it's like, yeah, I'm in a good place now. I'm ready to date. I'm ready to like take on something more. but I just got out of it, so I can't say it's like immediate. Where they're more like, I'm ready. I'm ready to have fun and go out and have fun with you, play with you, enjoy time with you. And you're like, yeah, I'm there. I'm like, I want to do those things, but like, maybe not just this second, you know? Wheel. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. And so you don't want to just kind of be in this like weird energy of not taking this opportunity. Like you're like, this is a good opportunity. I really like this person. There's definitely something here. So I want to tell them yes, but with a disclaimer, you know? So you're like, I don't want to just wander around hopeless and, you know, turning everyone down or every opportunity down. Like, you're like, no, like I'm saying yes. And I'll just tell them, like, hey, if I need to slow down or if I can't do this, I'll let them know. But you're being honest with yourself and with this person, so that's good. Air sign, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Yeah, no one can say you're not open-minded. I feel like you're going with the flow. And you're trying to play it safer than you might have in the past. You're definitely trying to be objective about things. Like, objectively to you, this person's a good match. You know, this is someone you'd go for. You like their interests. You like their, you know, look, their way of living. Objectively, you're like, okay, this is someone I would go for. When we're dating, when we're talking, like I'll open my heart up too, but right now I'm just opening up my mind because that's as much as I can do, which is fair. And they're like, okay, like we can do that. We can get to know each other first. And then proceed if it seems to check out. Yeah, because I feel like it's going to take you like a few months to kind of get into like a more lovey-dovey phase, a more enthusiastic place. So you're just kind of asking them. I'm getting like 3-month rule. So you might have even been like, hey, let's just get to know each other for the next few months. And then if we become close enough, we can, you know, see each other more intimately, you know, hold hands, hug, kiss, have sleepovers, whatever. But until then, like, this is as much as I can handle. And it's like, it's kind of like a good timing for you too, because like this person seems to check out and you can really only handle like the mental energy part of this connection right now. Conclusions are within reach, and I hit this like I still don't have all the answers. So you too, you're like kind of like I don't really trust myself fully right now because like, you know, I just came out of a weird place and I'm just kind of getting everything together, and you don't want to just like jump into a relationship. So you're like, okay, let's just date for a little bit. Let's just get to know each other or catch up for a little bit, and then in a few months, by then I'll definitely have all the answers. Good move, pile 9. Good move. Well, family wishes come true. Interesting. What is that about? Wall, misunderstanding. Okay. So if this is person returning or someone you're already in a relationship with, I feel like there was like a misunderstanding when it comes to traditions or family or friends, misunderstanding you or the relationship or something like that. So it's gonna take like a of a few months for the two of you kind of to talk about it and to understand each other, understand where this is coming from, the culture, the tradition, the differences between the two of you, and how to overcome them, how the two of you will tackle it and move forward to make your family understand, make your friends understand, make your partner understand, to be on the same page, to have the same goal. And if this is someone new or someone that's coming into your life, it's kind of like in the beginning, like they might approach relationships differently than you, or at this time, both of you are kind of entering the relationship from a different place. So you kind of have to like take a second to understand the other person. Maybe sorrow over a loss, misunderstanding in family is coming through, indecisiveness. It could be like people's disapproval, family's disapproval of past romantic relationships, or of the kind of person, you know, their family might disapprove of you, your family might disapprove of them. Kind of taking a moment to like see how the two of you feel about that, how you will continue. Does that bother them? Does it bother you? A lifestyle choice, or yeah. So I feel like you're keeping an open mind because you're like, you know what? My family would not like this, or my friends would not like this, or this is very different from, you know, the kind of person I dated in the past, or something like that. Or, I don't know if I trust myself yet, or something like that. And they're like they're being very cautious and moving very slowly. I mean, they want to get into this connection right away. They want to spend more time with you, and they probably will, but it might be in a different way than they expected. They might like be talking to you more versus like going on physical dates or something, and they want to break down this wall, this barrier. Fine. Seek out information that will help you. Yeah, they're going to take all this time to kind of figure out what will help them move forward with you, what will help you genuinely figure out if they're the right person for you, or if you want to move forward with them. So I feel like this person is very genuine. They are looking out, they're protecting you, they're looking out for your highest and best good, and they want to do right by you. So pile 9, I feel like this is a good situation. Very happy for you. Totally understandable that you kind of need a minute after you got through like some deep healing to just kind of get your bearings, right? But lucky for you, you have someone right there waiting, ready for the next step, willing to, follow your rules. So very happy for you, very excited. If you like this reading or resonated with it, or just want to support the channel, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really, really helps me out. Appreciate it very much. With that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 10 with the Sodalite, looking at their thoughts of you. I liked the format of the reading I did last week, so I'm doing something similar, but with thoughts instead of feelings. So let's jump right into it. Oh, wow. Okay, 4 of Cups. I feel like something woke them up in regards to you in this connection. Sorry if you hear this angry small little dog barking their butt off outside. They're just angry. Okay, so I feel like they were kind of discontent with this connection. It feels like the two of you were kind of falling away from each other, and then something just like kind of jerked them awake. Okay. Like how this card kind of came in and cut this 10. Okay, so 6 of Wands. Okay, yeah. Success. Cutting through the 10. Things were almost over. I feel like the two of you were fading apart. We're kind of going your separate ways. We're slowly talking to each other less, becoming more disinterested in each other. And it was kind of headed towards like 10 of Swords energy. I'm feeling like it was kind of like let it die or it'll just get worse kind of thing. And then something just jerked them awake. Something just changed that made them feel very differently about you and this connection. Two of Wands. Yeah, you were feeling it too. You're like, I don't know if I want this anymore. I don't know if this is the best thing for me and them. What should I do? Maybe I should just continue stepping back a little bit here and there. Three of Cups. But then, yeah, something happened. I feel like it was you. You instigated some sort of friendship between them. And they got their hopes up. They're like, oh, well, does pile 10 want something more with me? Is there something else here? Wow. Let's see what's got you two interested in each other. Marriage. What? Straight up. Okay, out of left field, there's some feeling of, let's do this. What happened between the two of you? Trust. They have a lot of trust in you. They have a lot of trust that a marriage between the two of you, or a long-term commitment, a relationship between the two of you, would be very successful. This 4 Cups. Happiness is my priority. So I feel like before they were kind of like not happy, so they're kind of stepping away from this connection, but it wasn't you. They trust you. They trust this connection could be successful, but it wasn't you. They were unhappy for other reasons outside of this connection. They were unhappy in themselves. Whoa. What about you? What's going on with you? Reflection. Okay, we see these deep purples here. We have this third eye energy going on. So both of you have been really doing some deep reflection, becoming very spiritual, looking at philosophies, theories, and what you believe about life, your perspective, other people's perspective. You went deep. So did they. I feel like this was a thing where both of you kind of got space from each other. And from that space, you both realized you are with who you want to be with. That there's something more here. And it was just a space. It was a space that you two needed to reflect and to think about these things to figure that out. Wow. I mean, congrats to both of you. I'm obsessed with your body. Yeah, they are feeling it for you. Yeah, they're more deeply aroused. I'm hearing deeply aroused by you. They're more passionate about you. They have deeper feelings for you. It's because they have deeper feelings for you. So they went into their feels. They discovered how they actually feel about you, what they think about certain things, bigger themes in their life, and where you fit into all of this. And they thought about you in deeper ways that they never usually do. It's not part of their norm. Or even if they are very spiritual, they thought about some more complex feelings and deeper thoughts in regards to you and relationships in general, in life. And they're now even more obsessed with you. If they liked you before, I mean, they love you now. It's like their desire for you, their sexual desire, their spiritual desire for you has deepened to a very next level place. There's just been more space added, I'm hearing. So the space between the two of you, kind of this break, time off, or whatever it is between the two of you where you two kind of had to separate your energies for a little bit. In that time, it wasn't like you guys weren't doing anything. A lot of times in these situations, that's why I was so surprised with the marriage card, it doesn't work out. You take space from each other and you realize you don't want each other, or one person only wants the other person because they don't want to be alone, so in most of these situations when you take space from each other, it's usually because it's a step towards breaking up. But not in this case. In this case, the space worked. It's what we both needed. What even causes space in the first place? Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So I feel like one or both of you have a very keen sense of your business, or maybe just like your overachievers, your goal getters. You can see with the Six of Wands, you like to be successful. Like they're even thinking like, hey, if we have this relationship, it would be successful. They're probably even thinking like, I would be more successful because of Pile 10. So I'm getting that your person is very success oriented. But so are you. Both of you are go-getters. So even though there was a lot of love here, the Three of Cups, there's a good foundation of love and friendship. You two get along in more ways than one. You two actually work well together in life. If you need emotional support, they're that for you. If you need a friend, if you need like a parental figure or like a grandparent advice, or need someone to play with in your childlike form, like you two kind of check all those things off. The one thing that the two of you didn't check off really, or get to entertain as much, is how you two work together in business, in career, in more practical things, more physical things, money-oriented things. And so that's what I feel like the two of you might have been like back and forth, like you come together and separate, come together, separate. It might not be like so very obvious, but maybe it just, there's been like slight ups and downs in your relationship, and it's because through all this ebb and flow, through all the ebbs, the two of you were kind of figuring out if this partner was right for you in terms of this, and then in terms of that, and then in terms of this. And I feel like this was the last thing. So this last kind of space that you two needed from each other was to figure out this last thing. And it's a more physically oriented thing. It's a more like 3D based thing. So it's about like career, businesses, and how you to get along on more money related matters, more things where you need your shrewd skills. If one of you were to get into a fight or an argument with someone, what would your partner do? What would you want your partner to do? Kind of things like that. If you two were to start a business together, what roles would each of you play? How big would you want the business? What would you prefer? Do you like the mom and pop, or would you want to like franchise? Like how big do you want to go in your goals, kind of thing? And then does your partner match that? So I feel like that was like the last thing that you needed and they needed to kind of figure out. And apparently you came back with marriage, so it looks like you two check each other out, check that box for each other on that list. That doesn't happen often. That it seems like you two are very compatible in a lot of different ways, and there's just like one more way, and it's the most like superficial one, kind of, but not just some. I mean, everyone that comes to my channel, I do very deeply spiritual readings, even if you don't think they are very deeply spiritual. Not everyone is deeply spiritual, and that's fine. I try to make it resonate with people of all walks of life, and some people do find money more important in life, career, fame, status, power. I'm all for power, empowering others, and spirituality and love, but I understand that there's people out there who find that other things are more of a priority for them, and that's totally fine. Everyone has their own thing. So this might be a more spiritual, because of the third eye chakra, the deep purple here, more spiritual couple, more giving, more like service to humanity, bigger destiny kind of thing, kind of couple. even like the smallest things you do to help others have a butterfly effect where it affects humanity on a larger scale down the line, kind of thing. So you two have profound effect on humanity. You are light workers, starseeds for sure, way showers, spiritual leaders, even if you don't think so. Your thoughts, your ideas, the way you present yourself, your examples to others. So love, power, spiritual power, wisdom, light, these are things that are important to you, both of you. So it would make sense that like the more physical things are, or like the last things you two want to kind of check off your list. And it looks like you did. I love it when I have chills and it's very warm in here. But I can't open the door because a thing like that dog will come out. So loud here. I need to go somewhere more quiet. I'm ready to move somewhere more quiet. Pin, new job or career. Yeah. So I feel like the two of you are partnering up on something here. Partnering up at career. If you work at the same place, you might soon. Sorry. If you work at the same place, you might work at the same company, same business or something like that, the same location. You might be partnering up. If you work at different businesses, you might be merging the two, or helping, the leaders in your company, your businesses merge, use each other for resources, things like that. If you work in the same place, you might be working together on a project. I see some people like presenting together. And for most of you, you're thinking about taking on a huge undertaking, like starting a business together, maybe a side gig together, something complementary, or even something for most of you together, like from the ground up. Someone might be starting a new job in order to move closer to the other person. Both of you might be going through I feel like both of you are going through a career change. It's not just one or the other, it's both of you. And it could be like you're doing it together, or you're just doing it at the same time. Like both of you are moving somewhere, so you find a job in that location or something like that. But something about both of you are going through job changes. And it's because like the last thing, the two of you, I'm definitely getting divine counterpart feels here, twin flame feels here, ultimate soulmates here. This is the last thing you need to figure out, and you do it together. And I mean, there's nothing left but marriage. Wow. Okay. Venus. Give and receive love, find value, and see beauty. Yeah, I feel like they're in a very highly spiritual place right now. They want to enter this like soul mission phase. Wow, this is soul mission level. This is life's work kind of thing. So if you know me, you know that like I don't consider like your job and career like the thing you do for money. I consider it like the work you do in life. So it could be like the people you connect with and how you help them and how they help you. Just kind of like your daily responsibilities, what you spend the most time doing, and what you would like to do, things that you do out of passion, things you do to take care of yourself and your home and the people around you, take care of the world. There's varying levels. Not everyone's like meant to take care of the whole world, but just like even beautifying your home, taking care of yourself as well, like looking good, sharing artwork, being creative, thinking of creative solutions for people's problems, and just being there for other people, saying hi, talking to them, making sure they're okay. This is like life's work, the things you do every day, the people you talk to, the effect you have in your immediate environment, right? But when two very high vibrational souls come together, you, two or more. So, you could be working with other higher vibrational people too. But you just need two. And you'll channel in ways that is more grand than you could do it alone. And that's when you come into like big destinies and huge soul missions, huge change for the positive, for humanity. It's like a very, just two, and especially if it's two lovers, because there's like a deep connection between the two of you. And it could be with family members, it could be with soulmate friends, but especially when two lovers of that high caliber come together, divine caliber, like you're meant to make miracles. So no wonder your person is like, hey, like, let's think about work now. Because I feel like the two of you might have done a lot of other kind of work, inner work, spiritual work, before approaching this. Like, you're at a point now in your connection, you're both at a point in your lives where you can think about more physical things, manifesting things into the physical, money-oriented things, material things, home-based kind of things, businesses. You can come into the 3D now because you've done all your work in the 5D. So now you can come into the 3D and do a little tinkering, fixing it up and stuff, right? So that's where you are at. I'm so done living here. It's so loud. Yeah, yes, I can't. When you get that feeling, it's like, oh yeah, it's time to go. I'm getting that feeling. It's time to go. Okay, you're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah. I feel like the hardest part is finding your true soulmate and getting to the point where you're ready to take on your soul mission. And both of you are there. And when you're doing your soul mission, it's going to be like you're living your purpose. You probably have been right now, like living your purpose or taking steps towards it for your entire life up until now. But now, this pile specifically, some people are already there, some people are getting there, but you are, and your person is definitely ready to step into your soul purpose. So that means you're becoming the most authentic self. And you're going to be living your most authentic life because you'll be living your most authentic purpose with your person. How cool is that? All right. How you feeling? Mars, move forward and defend self. Yeah. Definitely feeling that you're ready to move forward. Yeah, because in this Two of Wands and the Three of Cups, they're like merged into one wand and one cup. I feel like you've been ready for this. You're like, yeah, I've been reflecting for a long time. I'm ready to go. I know they've been doing their work. They've been reflecting. So you're ready for this. It's so funny because they have the Venus, the feminine energy, and you have the Mars, the masculine energy. This could be like they could be the divine feminine, you could be the divine masculines, or you might just have mastered that energy within yourself. So now you're on the same page as your divine counterpart. So even if you're the divine feminine, you just master your divine masculine energies. And even if they're the divine masculines, they just master the divine feminine energy, which is the kind of feel I'm getting right now. Victory in some endeavors. Yeah, you're so close to achieving your goals. There's so many synchronicities here. I mean, now you don't have to mention them. You could probably pick them up yourself. Because it's not just a marriage of you two. It's a marriage of your life purposes together. And when that happens, when that combines, your souls, your energy, like magic happens. Nothing is yet set in stone. So that's why I feel like this kind of energy from you where it's like, let's get going on this. Because it's like, it's very close. It's very close. It's one of those things that like, sometimes it's like a burst of energy to get something done, and it can fizzle out. It's like when you see in a tarot card reading, like, oh yeah, this person's gonna reach out to you, and like this and this is gonna happen. It's like it might be in their energy, so that's why the tarot card reader is picking it up, but they might not follow through on it completely. And that's when it gets frustrating, right? But you're like, okay, they're in this energy, I'm in this energy. We have to kind of push forward, because this could easily get, like, if there's a momentum here, and if we don't do it now, take action on it now, it might take, who knows, another year or two or several, you know? Okay, so what's this? Nothing left in stone. Tulip, great passion. Yeah, they're feeling it. They're being very sexually attracted to you. So you know it. You're like, okay, strike while the fire is hot. Tree, affairs with your family. And your clue, your hint that this is happening for you, this is your pile, is that there might be a lot of things happening with your family right now, and for them too. So that will be a clue, that will be a hint. All right, so pile 10, I'm very excited for you. This seems like a beautiful moment coming through for you in love. This is like divine counterpart kind of stuff. So big things must have been happening in your life even like a few weeks before this reading. And in the few weeks after, definitely, like 100% I'm getting. Very excited for you. Would love some confirmation, likes and comments. It could help me out if it resonated with you, if you like the reading. If you want to support this channel, I really appreciate it. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 11 with the Angelite. Let's look at their thoughts of you. I really like the format of last week's reading, so I'm doing something similar, but with thoughts instead of feelings. Okay, so let's see how they're... Two of Pentacles. Okay, so they're debating something. They're trying to make a decision. They're waiting on you to make a decision. They came out like this. In the near future. Okay, so I think they just asked you something. They just asked you if you can talk to them this week, this weekend, or meet up with them, go on a date with them. Something like, oh, can you give me an answer by the end of this week? Something they're waiting on you for, like this week or this weekend or this coming week. Four of Swords. They're waiting patiently. Okay, so they asked you something, and it's not something huge. It's just like small, like they asked if they can like talk to you or hang out with you, and they're waiting on your answer to see if you'll say yes, like either this week or next week. Or they asked you something, and they're hoping to get your answer by this weekend or something like this, or next weekend or something. And that might be a more serious question. I'm not getting anything specific. Kind of like, oh, down the line, would you want to move in together? Like, you don't have to be completely sure, but is that something like you're planning towards or would want or something? Something like that. Okay, so what's going on? Their thoughts towards them. Page of Wands. It's exciting because, like, whatever they propose, it's an exciting thought to talk to them, hang out with them, or the fact that they're thinking about a possible future, what you would want for the future kind of thing. Four of Swords. Yes, we have two Four of Swords here. And it came out in reverse, so that's their energy. So like they're definitely like, you know you know they're waiting patiently for you, and you have to like give them an answer. Like it'd be kind of rude not to, you know. So this is the big thing going on in this connection between the two of you right now. Ooh, exciting. Let's get more details. Peacock, beware of great pride. Yeah, because I feel like you're a little bit prideful. You're like, oh yeah, like I got this person, you know, wrapped around my finger, or like, yeah, like, oh yeah, they want me. You can tell, like, you know, you might get a little bit like a big head from it a little bit. But this is what you want. This is always what you wanted out of this person or in a relationship in general. And so you're just so excited that it's happening in the way that it's happening. And then you get kind of full of yourself a little bit. And you're trying to make them sweat a little bit by not giving them an answer right away. Maybe they gave you so much trouble in the past, or you're like, you know what, they need to feel how they made me feel before, or something like that. But Spirit's like, don't play those games. Like, you know, like you had enough fun. They're waiting patiently for you, you know. Okay, so what are their thoughts about you? Hunger. Hungry. I feel like you're like purposely giving them like the silent treatment, or starving them of affection and attention. And so they're like kind of starving for it from you, and you know it, and I think you're playing it to your advantage. And Spirit's like, okay, like we get it, you're playing your games, but you're getting your revenge, but you know, it might not be the best. I worry about us. It's coming from your side. So I think you mentioned something about, I don't know if we want the same things. Maybe we're just a little too different, or at different places in our lives, or like, yeah, you like me and I like you, but maybe down the line we could save each other some trouble if we find out that we don't like the same things or want the same things. And because you said that, that's why they want to talk to you more, hang out with you more, or, you know, ask you about this, like, possible future plans with you. And I feel like you're loving the attention, and you're loving that they're working on this connection, but you're also not sure if they actually mean it or just saying it to you because they want something out of you or something. Magic, yeah. So I do feel there is this magical energy right now between the two of you. I'm getting they're eating out of the palm of your hands. So there is a feeling, I don't know, I'm getting like you're feeling really good because this is what you wanted from them, but they were so reluctant at first, or took them a while to kind of get here, or you're feeling happy because they paid attention and they're listening to you, taking notes, and giving you what you want. I am manifesting you. You're like, I manifested this, you know? Like, you're who I wanted. And these are the things I wanted from you. And I'm now getting it. So you're getting a little bit of a big head. But it's like nothing too crazy. These are minor arcanas. Both of these are minor arcanas. So this is like the kind of practical things that happen day to day in a relationship, you know, week to week kind of thing. So it's like more of like isolated situation. See if we can get more details. Owl, good advice from a wise person. First of all, I'm getting that, like, the advice, like, I feel like you were talking to them about you like a friend would. It's like, hey, like, if I were in your shoes, this is what I would do. You know, like, don't worry about me. Like, do what you think is right. Think about these things or whatever. And they might have also gotten some feedback from friends and other people maybe even tarot readings or their own guides about how to move forward with this situation. Yeah. This is very casual. It's a very casual energy. I mean, you're very excited about it because you're like happy things are happening the way they are. You're questioning it a little bit. You're hoping that they really mean it. But seems like they really did take their time to contemplate their options. They really took the time to figure out how to move forward. You're very careful too. Both of you are very careful with what you say around each other. Things like that. Happiness. Oh, how cute. You do make each other very happy. I think they just needed a little inspiration, and you are more than happy to provide it for them, you know, under the guise of being a friendship, and I feel like you're just like a very creative and adventurous, exciting person in general, not like overtly so, but like you like to spice things up a little bit here and there. And so when the relationship has kind of entered a period of like a lull period, you're like, okay, time to kind of spice things up, learn, grow, upgrade, move forward, have more fun, try something new, go back to something that worked before, change things up, talk about moving, like what's next kind of thing. And so that's all this really is. It's just like, hey, it's time to change up the connection a little bit, move it forward. You throw out some ideas, they listened, and they came back to you with a situation that you're very happy with, and you're like, yeah, I did this. I manifested this. Very good for you. Mercury. Think, learn, network, and communicate. I think this is advice you gave. You're like, you know, think about things, learn, you know, from your past mistakes. Tell me what you want to learn about. Tell me what, you know, how you want the relationship to grow. Where do you want to go? Who do you want to see? You know, what's the adventures you would like to go on? Talk to me more about what you want. Not everything has to be like your deepest desires, just like things that you know, casually wouldn't like mind doing, checking out, experiencing. Like the more we talk about it, the more like we'll manifest it, you know? So you're just kind of giving them kind of like a, hey, like we should talk more about our life and what you want to do, what I want to do, and things, what we're going to do together. Like if you're going to travel, I'm probably going to come with you. So just tell me where you want to go. And, you know, if we think about it now, we can manifest it like next year around this time or something, you know. The answers you need are coming, and it came out in hand. So they know that you're going to answer back to them. I feel like they like have it in the bag. So both of you are feeling so super confident about each other, which is so beautiful. It's a great place to be. Really relaxed, at peace with the connection and with each other, and where you both are at in the connection with each other. It's a very good place. It's very heartwarming. Lovely, yeah. Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. So I feel like you're really much of a go-getter with this Page of Wands energy. I feel like you're just the kind of person who brings ideas forward. It's what makes you interesting. You have interesting thoughts, ideas, things you want to do, and you inject it into anything that you do, any kind of relationship, especially your romantic relationship. You're most interested in what your romantic partner wants to do in life and kind of finesse it, play with it, tinker with it until like you get like the perfect vacation or like the perfect gift or the perfect, trip or the perfect hobby to start or something. Like you're the kind of person who likes to kind of do that for your connection, do that for that person that you love. You also do it for your friendships and your family relationships and your coworkers and the people around you, your neighbors, your community. But like most specifically, you like to do it the most for your romantic partner and for yourself. You're really good at it. And so you kind of, brought that up to your person's attention. Energy is gaining momentum, and it's like kind of, it came out in reverse. I feel like you already started this. Like, I feel like you two have a kind of a rhythm now. Like, you bring something up, they think about it and throw an idea out at you or a question or an action, and it just goes like that. Both of you manifest it into the physical. You tinker with it, and then both of you manifest it. So there's like a good back and forth. Think of an idea. You share your opinion. They share their opinion. Mix it up. Bam, you got a manifestation. You both are in a manifesting mood right now. Energy, momentum, manifesting, magic, bravery, passion. There's definitely, you have great manifestation power right now, and you're like, I want to take advantage of this. And so you let your partner know, hey, what would you want to do next? I'm in the mood to get something going here. And they're like, okay, like going. Oh, no, it's gong. Gong, an exciting event. It's close. I just said the word going, like I'm in the mood to get something going, and then gong came out. The eye is here, and happiness, an exciting event. Yeah, so I feel like you're like ready to, do something exciting and fun for the both of you. And they listened. They understood the assignment. They gave you what you were looking for, some ideas, some actions, some passions, desires, and you mix it up with yours, and you're both manifesting. You have enough manifestation power for the both of you. You're in like a really good like swing of things, both of you. I think they're about to jump on. They're getting into the swing of things. So they're figuring out how this works now, and you're like on a roll. You're very happy. Like you're manifesting a little bit too well. Excuse my language, but you're getting a little bit cocky. But it's totally fine. Spirit wants you here. They're like, we want you to get into that manifesting energy, manifesting more of the little things that you want, and then getting bigger and bigger and bigger with your goals. We want you to start with the two of you manifesting for the couple, and then you can help to manifest for other people, your friends, family, and communities, and people and humanity. So like they want you to practice, they want you to get into this manifestation energy, and your person, beautiful pile 11, is getting like figuring that out, getting used to how this works too with you. Definitely leading the way though. You definitely have a knack for it. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yeah. Your partner is your family. That's why Spirit's like you're going to want to start with your immediate family first, your partner, your kids, your parents, grandparents, and siblings, and nieces and nephews, like uncles. Like you want to start with you and your person, and then you're slowly bringing the energy outward. But mostly just the people who are most important to you. There's something, this is indicating that something big is in the works for you. You're meant to manifest something very big. So you're getting used to manifesting faster and more powerfully at this time with your partner. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, and it came out in reverse. and it landed on your side. So I think you're extremely frustrated with your person, pile 11, because they weren't working with you, and so you couldn't manifest, and you're in a beautiful manifestation energy and you probably know it. So your partner now, or this new person, is manifesting much better, cleaner, faster, stronger, more powerfully with you. And yeah, they're willing to work with you, go with the flow, figure out how this works and work with you. Yeah, that's the most important part. All right, I see this like 111 here. So pile 11, you are manifesting big things, 7 and 4 spiritual reasons. So right now you might be having a little bit of fun with your manifestation abilities and powers, but you'll soon see that it's for a bigger purpose. But right now, all your focus is to manifest fun things, beautiful things for you and your partner, your immediate family, and just kind of practice that. And yeah, you'll see that you have a more powerful destiny in mind, that the divine has in mind for you in a year or two. So that's a beautiful reading. If you resonate with it or like it, I really appreciate a like or comment. It really helps me out, helps me keep producing these really highly spiritual readings that still very much resonates with everyone from all walks of life. So thank you so much. Hope you have a beautiful, fantastic rest of your day, and I wish you much love and light.